is up, Triple T Nation? As you can see, I got the coveted overalls on, my racing gear, as some might say. But unfortunately, we are not racing the Jeep today or anything else. But we are headed to All Truck Challenge ATC 2022. It has come to the eastern shore of Maryland and, well, actually Delaware, I guess. Technically, I mean, it's basically Maryland. It's like right above the line. But yes, what used to be called King of Street is now called All Truck Challenge, and the promoters that put on the event have moved to the eastern shore, so they got it here at our local track in Delaware where we've rented the track before. So we are super excited. I'm super excited because Jasmine's roommate got married last night on Friday, so it allowed us to come home and gave me an excuse so I could be home this weekend to go to this truck show. Old roommate, I guess. I don't keep track of this stuff. I guess I'm your roommate now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, you know? Neither here or there. It's right here, you know what I'm saying? She's putting her makeup on, gotta get all pretty for the track on these back bumpy roads. I hope she doesn't stab an eye out. You know, me, I got the fresh overalls on, this is what I do. Got me a little electric scooter in the back that I can zoom around on, take some videos for you guys. Since I'm not racing, I don't really have a lot of things to cover. I'm gonna try to not talk you guys' ear off in this video and just get some action. Just to fill you guys in on what's popping. I'm gonna get off here and get...
Shout out to Allie and Zach for a good wedding.
Congratulations, they got married yesterday. I actually did have a lot of people reach out to me and was like, I know you from YouTube. And I know it was only like 2 people, but it made me feel like it was like 200 people. You know? People are knowing, it's spreading. I've been slacking on the videos. It's a lot easier to make TikToks, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm trying to get some action back to you guys. So, like I said, no more talking. Let's get to the content.
playing currently number 5.
What is up, guys? I knew I said I wasn't going to talk, so I'll make it short and sweet. There's a lot going on. Way over yonder is where the actual all truck challenge is going on at the dirt track. with the sled pulls and the dirt drags today, and I think they're racing at some point, but I have no idea. So we're over here at the actual racetrack, kind of in the pit area for Drew, and that's actually, I got a little video of this Hunter Coffee setup with the black third gen. Go to Facebook or YouTube and look up that build they did on that truck. It's nasty. It's a stupid clean truck. Regardless, we're out here having some fun. Got the old Jetson out here, so I don't have to walk around because, you know, I might pass out. But it is a little breezy today, so it's not too bad outside. And we're gonna try to keep getting covers for you guys, but it's so unorganized with, like, I don't know which class is which, so I can't really fill you guys in. Just trying to get you guys the races, and, you know, y'all can go from there. And hopefully at some point we'll run over to the actual all truck challenge and check out those guys racing. Mr. 3000's over there from Unrivaled Diesel, all the way out from Texas, Josh McCormick, Dave Petrick, all those guys. So hopefully we'll get over there at some point. I'm getting hungry. Gotta hit up the food trucks too, and we'll see what we can get into.
All right, looks like we're about ready to roll. Sleds ready. Green flags are out. Let's see what he can do. Cheer on, Dodge man. Well, when you're an automatic transmission truck and you go that far upstairs in the RPM, the tires don't move. All right, spool it up.
Just did the same exact thing.
We got any trans builders in the house? Because these guys need some help. There's a couple of guys sitting down here in the grandstand I know how to work on those. Yeah, I see you, Levon. Tight. We're ready to roll. Flags are out. Hold it up. Well, as soon as the electric converter locked up, the engine falls on its face. Lights are on, green flags are now flying for Josh Kodak. Actually, the box hasn't finished updating yet.
What is up, YouTube Nation? Welcome back to the casa, to the camper, back here in Virginia, whatever you guys want to call it, the little editing studio / our home. So basically, I wanted to try to fill in as best as I could over the weekend. It's really complicated, it's really hard. I'm gonna try to do this without making a super long video. So essentially, there was All Truck Challenge. It was like 3 main events. The All Truck Challenge, which took place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with dyno, dirt drags, sled pull, and drag racing. All a points thing. Honestly, we were only able to make it Saturday, and I wanted to be able to capture as much as I could. But honestly, I missed so much. I missed all the drag racing on Friday. I missed Chris Patterson's big explosion on Sunday on the dyno, and I missed everything on Saturday because I was actually over at the racetrack where the All Truck Challenge guys were at the dirt track. So for those of you guys don't know, when you pull into Delaware, dirt track's over here. This is where the ATC pits were, and then everything else was in the back corner. And with Jasmine with me trying to go back and forth between the two, I was afraid to miss action at either or. So the other 2 events was the no prep competition and also the dyno camp. When I didn't really know what all was involved with the dyno camp, it involved, I'll put up a little thing here of everything that went on with that, and it was also a points competition. So as you guys can see, it's dyno like dinosaur, you get it. It's trucks with 02 and older, and or 0373 power strokes could be entered as well. So it gives a chance for the guys with the old mechanical stuff or rotary pumps to be able to compete in a more evenly matched thing without having to compete with common rails. So that's why in my video you're going to see a lot of second gens plus that one Super Duty, because basically it was all geared towards them. So the majority of my video is from those guys doing the dyno camp. I just have the one dyno video from Drew doing a pool Friday night, and then most of the racing on Saturday where they did ET racing and straight up no prep racing. That was all stuff I didn't really know going into it, and trying to catch up and see what people were doing. It was super confusing for me, and I apologize because the videos are all over the place. That pretty much wraps up my explanation on the dinosaur camp, the old school guys, the dyna camp, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of second gens, and we got a lot of footage of our buddy Drew. He let us park in the pits with him, hang out with him and his family, so we had a good time. I even throw a little clip in here. They had some Power Wheels racing, and his son actually won that, so it must be in the blood. And Drew, it's going to get expensive. You're going to have to buy another race truck here pretty soon when he gets older. But so yeah, that pretty much covers that. We've got the video footage from the other guys there who were in the no prep event. And from my understanding now, looking back at it, I kind of understand it a little bit more. It's not as unorganized as I thought it was. It was just a lot of classes for not a lot of trucks. So unfortunately, there was only 15 to 20 different competitors there. And I think they had 4 to 5 classes, which normally if you have that many classes, you're talking like 50 to 75 different trucks running these classes to fill them up to make it worth your while. And honestly, there were some classes that only had a few trucks in it, and then they allowed buybacks, and it was just extremely hard for me from the outside to follow along, give you guys the information of who was winning these races and who was losing these races. Obviously some very good runs, fast trucks. The guys from Firepunk were out there in their street trucks. There were a couple fully built race trucks, some back half cage, full fiberglass, and then you had straight up heavyweight trucks out there with full bodies and just putting a bunch of power to the ground. Had a couple Duramaxes going at it, a lot of third gens, a couple 6.0s, I believe. And on top of that, the announcer was, I think, mixing up some cards and calling people by wrong names. It's a little bit more my fault of not being prepared and having this stuff ready and only recording on this little iPhone and literally running out of storage every time I try to take footage somewhere. Even tried to capture some on Jasmine's phone, but it just didn't work out. So all those guys were in the no prep racing, and as far as I know, there was an outlaw class with the full-on race trucks and fiberglass. You had your heavyweights, your midweight, and honestly, I don't even know what the other classes were, but a bunch of different guys racing out there and some really good fast trucks. So I hope you guys enjoy the footage. Again, this is kind of a thrown together video of some footage that I got on Saturday because that was the only day I could get there. You'll see a little bit of footage from Friday night that Drew sent me, and I know you guys all saw Chris Patterson blow it up on the dyno. But unfortunately we were not there for that. We had other stuff to do this weekend. So all this footage is just thrown together from the dyno camp and the no prep, and then a little bit of sled pulling from All Truck Challenge. And I will say the last video we got to stay for was to see Josh McCormick do his first dyno pull, and he ended up winning the entire event of All Truck Challenge. So shout out to him at Wide Open Throttle Motorsports, a couple hours down the road here from Virginia. Also, Chris Patterson coming all the way from Texas, laying it all on the line and blowing his truck up on the dyno, trying to reach that number in front wheel drive because he couldn't use his rear wheel drive, which is absolutely insane. And I'm glad everybody's safe from that. They've made a bunch of posts on the safety protocol and the fire suppression system that he had in place, so the fire didn't get too much out of hand. Shout out to Sarah for putting on this stuff at Smoking Speed, and I'm really hoping we get some more stuff here back on the Eastern Shore. I'm hoping the All Truck Challenge stays here and we can bring more diesel enthusiasts to Maryland, Delaware area, so we don't have to travel so far to go to events anymore. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully maybe they can do some more no prep stuff, and hopefully All Truck Challenge comes back next year there in Delmar. So I do apologize for not getting y'all some All Truck Challenge footage. I know we went to the event, but we just weren't there for the whole thing. So since we got more footage of the dyno camp, I just want to give a shout out to Drew, who we went out there to spend time with and hang out with his family and got to see him compete. And he actually came in third without even hooking his truck up to the sled, because he has not built that thing to hook up to anything, so he didn't have a trailer hitch. He just opted out of that part of the challenge, and actually still came in third because he placed so well in the other events. So congrats to him. He got a trophy to take home. And also shout out to Hunter Coffee, who entered his P-Pump 24 valve and came in first Those guys thrashed all day on his truck, also helping Drew out on his, letting him borrow a set of slicks. Since Drew got a screw in one of his tires, those guys are awesome people, very humble, down to earth. It was cool hanging out with them. All in all, solid event. I wish I was more prepared for it. I wish I had, better gear and I had the entire weekend to dedicate to give you guys some footage, but I apologize. So this is all I got. Hopefully it's enough to keep you guys entertained, and hope you all enjoyed the racing, and see you all in the next one. Maybe we'll be racing next time if Jasmine will let me, but I don't know. Anything you want to add? No? Okay. Triple T out, Taco Tobers and Toothpicks. See you all next time.